Hello everyone and welcome back to Commander Clash. This week, the first player to draw 100 cards wins, and the rules are pretty simple. You can't die to milling out, but only literal card draw counts towards your total, so no impulse draw or risen reefs or anything like that. Let's see what everyone's running.
Hey, it's Phil, and today I'm trying to draw my entire deck, which is honestly pretty close to what I try to do every week.
Hey everyone, it's Richard, and I'm bringing back Best Girl Shadowheart. It's an Orzhov deck. We're going to use Life Gain and Big Bodies as our card draw engine.
Hey, it's Tomer, and I'm playing Eligith and Kaidel. So Eligith is going to turn all our scry cards into card draw, and Kaidel is then going to give us a ton of mana to cast even more scry spells. You know, Simic things.
I'm Seth, and I'm trying to draw 100 cards with the help of some Panharmonicons in my commander Zinnia Valley's voice to make offspring of my card draw creatures. I also got some super sweet old tech from Apocalypse, but hopefully we'll see it in the game. This show is brought to you by our sponsors. You can purchase all the accessories we use on the show over at ultimatecard.com, and you can purchase all your cards over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. You can also support us by buying some merch over at mtggoldfishmerch.com or directly through Patreon at patreon.com/mtggoldfish, where we post exclusive content like deck tours and post Commander Clash wrap-ups. 4, 3, 2, 1, Clash on!
Clash on!
All right. Well, I will draw a card. Winning.
What? I'm in last again?
I'm officially winning.
To me?
Um,
And why is Seth always in first?
you were first last game. Surveillance,
That didn't happen.
go.
That's fake news.
Wait, so
Do I keep this?
First of all, I draw. Okay, I'm going to play an island and play an expedition app and go.
All right, I will draw. I'm going to go Marsh Flats. I'm going to... Oh, this is bad. I don't want to get a basic because it thins the basics in my deck. We're going to Godless Shrine, and then we're going to Shock. So I'm going to go to 37, and then I'm going to cast Weathered Wayfarer. So I can tap it with a single white mana, search library for a land, reveal it, put it in your hand, activate only if an opponent has more lands than me.
Oh, you're
you
so
can play.
lucky I'm on green and not red for Price of Progress. I'm going to make sure that thing's online. All right, draw a card. Boom. Let's go with a good old Rivendell. It's a legendary land that comes as a battlefield tapped unless I control a legendary creature, which I do not. Taps for blue, and then I can pay 2 mana, tap it, scry 2, activate only if I control a legendary creature. And that's it.
All right. I will untap and draw. I will just play a Rugen Triome, and you can go.
Okay, I'm going to play an island and pass.
Wow, draw go.
Yeah.
Untap. We draw. We're going to play Abstergo Entertainment.
Is this a good
Okay.
card or a bad card? I don't even know anymore.
It's very good. I don't know
Apparently
how
none
we
of
missed
us
on
do.
this. Surveyor Scope.
Oh my
Ah,
Is it
god.
resolved?
The classics.
Sure.
Is it resolved? I'm very nervous about that 2 open mana there because you know how
There's
good
no-
those
yeah,
cards
yeah.
This one's a crack.
Be afraid.
No.
We getting frisky? We're getting frisky. We're hitting Tober for 1.
Sure.
I don't know what Seth has. He might flash something in.
I'm
Yeah,
rewarding
like 1 mana
Richard
white
for this
flash creature.
for the Surveyor Scope
What,
because
you
I'm playing
ramping?
green.
could
Yeah,
just not
you know
ramp.
I'm ramping.
Play around it. Be responsible, Tomer.
I'm
Don't
not.
Yeah,
ramp.
play around it. What are you doing?
yeah, don't progress your board state. Well, if I could pay the 1, I would, but I cannot. I'm just gonna play a little card that is called 3 Visits. Search your library for a forest card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Is that okay? Blue players.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
They
That's
let Surveyor Scope pass. I think you're safe.
the Fools. Breeding Pool, tap Taronies. Actually, yeah. Breeding Pool, tap Taronies. There we go. And then that's it. I pass.
I will untap and draw. And I'm just going to play a Flooded Strand. Crack the Flooded Strand. Take 1. And get... probably an island, I think. Yeah. I'll just get an island, and you can go.
And of your turn, I'm gonna crack this expedition map.
So after Phil finishes searching, but before the turn passes, while the blue players are tapped out, I'm just going to cast a Valakut Awakening. Put any number of your cards from your hand in the bottom of your library, then draw that many cards plus one.
Oh,
I want
the sketchy redraws that are not really draws, but count.
I'm gonna put.
That's one of my favorite MDFCs. I put that on all my red decks.
I'm gonna put all 6, I think, to the bottom.
Cool. Nice.
And then I'll draw 7. So I'm up to 10 cards drawn, and then you can go.
Okay.
And my hand.
I'm going to draw 1.
I mean, it's all card draw in the deck, right? Like, what? Who cares?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I'm going to play Ancient Tomb.
Yeah.
Hurts to tap, but taps for 2. And then I'm going
Hurts
to
so good though.
2. And then 1. And then Decanter of Endless Water. You have no maximum hand size and taps for any color.
That's kind of important.
I'm playing that too.
Yeah.
Yo, I imagine everybody.
I know what that card is.
I'm going to pass.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. Okay, so we're going to Weathered Wayfarer because Tomer has more lands than me.
Mm-hmm.
I can search my library for a land, any land. It is going to be Lotus Field. Okay, so I'm going to float. This colorless hurts. I'm going to float a colorless here using my fancy scoops dice. And then I'm going to play Lotus Field, sacking my 2 lands. Convenient, guys. I have 1 land. You all have 2 more lands than me. There's no Oppo agent available, right? I'm gonna use Surveyor Scope. Does that resolve?
Not bad.
I think the dopamine rush that Richard is feeling right
this
now.
is so good. This is the dream.
It is the
dream.
I can just see it right here.
This is why Richard plays Commander.
This is the 1 in a million.
Oh, the full arts.
Okay, here's the thing though, guys. I actually put the wrong number of basics in my deck.
Why, you can't even get 3?
Oh, you got 3.
I could get 3, but I may if I draw a Chaomancer's map or something, we're gonna be very sad.
If you get like a lane tax or something going, you're very sad.
We're gonna be very sad. Okay. Surveyor Scope Exiles though, because we don't want to recur it with Abstergo or something to be super broken, right? Even though Abstergo is now dead. So now I will. Okay. I will play a Soul Warden.
Oh, what?
Yep.
A Soul Warden. So whenever any creature enters, I gain a life.
Oh.
I'm going to play 1, 2, and 3, I think. Elenda's Hierophant. All right, so this is a 1/1 flyer. When you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Elenda Hierophant. When it dies, create X/1/1 vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is its power. Creature enters, Soul Warden triggers. I get a counter.
Richard just like draw
I
the
gain
nuts?
a life.
Did you think this was the get to 1,000 life episode, Richard? We already did that.
wait.
This is the card
Are we not
rush.
on
So.
1,000 life episode, guys?
You
Are we not
gotta
on
read
1,000 life?
what Shadowheart does again. I think this is part of the plan, but I feel like this is like the best draw ever seen in this deck.
But isn't Shadowheart draw
it's just
equal to its
Weathered Wayfarer,
power?
Surveyor Scope. That was it, right?
Yeah,
that was literally the nut
though.
draw. Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, I
I'm
prefer
very
this to
pleased
getting
with
one hit
myself,
by this.
guys.
Yes. Draw.
I hope you guys play creatures though. The Soul Warden may not do much this week.
Authorization
My commander is a creature.
required? What?
Well, that Hierophant has flying too. Interesting.
It's very good. It's a very good Ajani's Primate.
I mean,
Um,
it seems good if you have Soul Warden going and 7 mana.
You know what?
Or
That's
2.
crazy. Shadowheart is an elf human cleric. All of these would have triggered Path of Ancestry if I had one.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna play an Ancient Tomb. Y'all know what it is because
I didn't
Phil
know
already
we're
played
ancient
it.
tombing now.
We're
Is
gonna
this
pay
part of the goldfish
2
meta?
mana, lose 2 life, and then
Yes.
we're gonna float a colorless. Lose 2. Cast Nature's Lore. Everybody's the pre-visit's best friend.
Must be
Special library, force card, put that card onto the battlefield and shuffle. I think I'm just gonna get a basic forest this time. Yeah, all that work, Richard, and I've already caught up to you.
I know, man. Like Simic had to work so hard just to catch up to Mono White.
Like I'm just doing fair magic and not your garbage, nonsense, broken stuff over here. I'm just
I
playing as
used
Richard
one
Garfield.
card, I used 2
And
cards.
then-
You used 2 cards in an Ancient Tomb. So
Right? Isn't Simic actually underpowered? I think we need better ramp in Simic. This is nonsense. So I'm floating a colorless. I'm going to tap the rest of my manas, and I'm going to cast one of my commanders, Kaidel, Chosen of Krufix. It's a 2/3, and you can tap it, add colorless to your mana pool for each card you've drawn this turn.
Oh wait, that's so broken.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's just ramp.
remember when Tomer played Heliod or whatever? That
It's
kind
ramp.
of did the same thing.
I'm not playing Gillion. Pass.
Alright.
Remember how that one went, right? Oh boy.
Gillion was fine, by the way.
Well, untap and draw.
I triggered Soul Warden, by the way.
Yes.
Thespian stage, and
Mhm.
do I just play my commander?
Oh, Seth's catching up.
And now, sorta.
Oh.
You definitely just passed the turn in Thespian stage, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I can't copy the Lotus Field though. Unfortunately, you can go.
Oh, it has
I can't
hexproof.
copy Lotus Field,
It
so the
has
best thing
hexproof.
to
Yeah,
do
Only I
yeah.
could do it.
which
I'm
still
so
helps.
used to copying
But
it.
Wait, can't Vesuva do it because it doesn't target?
Vesuva can
Oh,
because
but
it enters
that's-
as
but
a
then you're gonna have to
copy,
sack
but
2
Thespian
lands.
stage targets. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's worth it. Then it turns on his catch-up ramp.
I need Shadow Sphere or something to make everything lose hexproof.
Yeah.
Pay 2 life to play my commander. It is Jin Gitaxias. Full stop. War 2. When you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, draw a card, and for 4 mana, I can exile and return it as a saga, and I can only do this if I have 7 or more cards in hand. The saga has some text on it. I'm gonna read it if it happens. I'm going to play a land.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
trigger
Mystic
Soul
Sanctuary.
Warden, triggers Elenda.
It enters
gain a
tapped.
life.
Yep. Mystic
Trigger,
Sanctuary
trigger,
enters
trigger.
tapped. And then I am going to pass.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing's just gonna one-hit me at some point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, but that's
so you
illegal.
have 5 lands, Tomer? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna activate Weathered Wayfarer to search. I grabbed Guildless Commons. How do we kill Phil?
Just bounce his commander.
Please, one time, just chill.
Or
Oh,
sword.
you can try to
How
bounce
do we
it.
kill
He's
Phil?
Orzhov. I don't think Orzhov has bounce.
I will play a Godzilla land.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play quad black here. So Shadowheart, 4 mana, 3/4. I can pay 2 and tap it, sacrifice another creature, draw X cards where X is that creature's power. And then this is gonna trigger Soul Warden. I'm gonna get a counter from Elenda. I'm gonna go to 41. And then I'm also gonna play my second commander, Folk Hero. So this one is a background. It says, commander creatures I control have whenever you cast a spell that shares a creature type with this creature, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Does the set have a flash creature? I don't trust this. We're gonna send this thing at Tomer. So 5/5 flyer.
Not. I thought you said you wanted to kill Phil.
I gotta
Yeah,
kill both of you though.
Don't forget how much Tomer ramped and what he has there. I'm
I
not gonna
see.
flip
Tomer's
this next turn
untapping with a very
unless I
scary
am.
permanent.
Tomer has a
too.
lot of mana, and his commander is kind of broken. Phil has to spend a turn doing the thing first.
And then I
He's
only
so
draw
insane.
cards. It's you have. It's
All right.
Seth
very
is safest
telegraphed.
because he doesn't have an ancient tomb.
Yet.
Yeah. Okay, I'll draw. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna play a snow-covered island. We'll lose 2 life. We'll tap this for 1 mana. 5, 6, and 7.
Oh no.
We'll
How
just
many
play a
cards you drawing
Nezahal.
with this?
Nezahal Primal Tide. It's a 7/7, can't be countered. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. Discard 3 cards. You can exile it and return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step.
Soul Warden triggers. I'm assuming.
Well, I
this
don't know if it
resolves,
Hang
resolves
on,
or
hang
whatever.
on, I'm
I don't know.
thinking.
That's
Can't be
not-
right? Oh, I thought it can't be countered though. Can it be countered?
It can't be countered, but he might have something
It can be
else.
countered, but there are things that are not counters that I don't know if it's worth it. All right. It can resolve. It can resolve.
All
That's
right.
fine.
It
I'm just gonna
resolves.
make a ancient tomb with my thespian stage.
That's good.
Can you play more creatures so this is bigger than... Oh, Desert Hall doesn't fly, right? Doesn't even matter.
It doesn't fly.
It does not fly, but it's super hard to kill once it's on the battle.
It is. And plus, you guys are going to play a lot of non-creatures.
Wait.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Are you done?
So this resolved, right? Sorry. So Soul Warden triggers. I gain a life. I go to 42. And then I put a thing on Elenda.
I will untap and draw. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess technically 5. Take 2.
Mhm.
I'm gonna play my commander. I'm gonna play Zinnia, Valley's Voice. So it's a 1/3 flyer, which could be relevant. It gets pumped based on creatures you control with base power 1, not relevant. The big thing is creature spells you control have offspring of 2, so you pay 2 extra mana and you get a 1/1 copy of a creature when you cast it. And then I will just play another surveillance,
trigger.
Thundering Falls,
Trigger Soul Warden.
and
Wait, your command only costs 3, Seth.
oh, I don't even need it. You're right. I was thinking it was 4 mana for some reason. All right, Ancient Tomb is untapped. You were correct.
Get
For
back-
some reason, I was
get
thinking
back
Zinnia
to
was
life.
4 mana. 4 mana, but actually it's only 3, so I don't need to tap my Ancient Tomb, so I'm still at 39. And then I will surveil this. Yes, I will keep this card on top. And then go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna draw.
This is very bad news.
So he so he flips it and he just doubles his hand.
He
size?
flips
Is that
it,
what
doubles
happens?
his hand, bounces the board, and then casts any number of spells from his hand.
I mean, you
Free.
can probably kill me if I just...
Well, if you bounce the
Am-
board, who's going to kill you?
Well,
no,
bounce
I
board is
bounce
turn
the board
2. We get
next
one
That's on
turn.
turn
upkeep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we get.
Until
then
then,
we
you
gotta,
probably-
we gotta unite.
What's a
That's-
swing?
Yeah,
Keep
yeah. I
attacking
don't.
me, Richard.
I'm not gonna do this. No,
What's
no,
a
no.
First of
swing?
all,
I'm
I
not
hit you
gonna-
twice
Yes, you
Relax.
did.
because
I'm
you
not
have
gonna
double the
flip it.
mana, Phil. But now Phil's bouncing that
Unless maybe 1-2 damage.
Ooh.
I'm going to, and here's the
He's not doing
question.
it
I'm
yet.
going to cast a Machine God's Effigy. It enters the battlefield as a copy of any creature. Do I take a Kaido or the
That's
fish?
a hall.
Unless you wanna, yeah, it's on the stack. If you wanna remove Netherhall and take this option.
How many
probably.
cards does Tomer have in hand, though? Can you
I have
actually do it?
4.
But he's not gonna do it.
I'm not in a position where I could do that. Yeah. So first, I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to see if I have a response
Sure.
off the top of my library. Survey says no.
It's not a creature, right? It doesn't trigger Soul Warden. It just enters with the abilities
Mhm.
of a creature.
Mm-hmm.
Curse you, Phil.
Yeah, discarding half my hand or most of my hand to prevent this is not in the cards right now, so no.
Huh. Okay, so first of all, I draw a card because it's a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater. So I'm gonna draw a card and see if this does anything for me. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Kaido. So this now taps equal to the number of
Oh, you're getting
So
cards.
bad.
on it.
Now he has.
My
Homer's
deck draws
powers.
enough cards. Brainstorm. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I just-
Trigger Nezahal. I'll draw a card first.
Yep.
Okay, so I draw 3. 1, 2, 3, and put 2 back on top. That's,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, these
that's
two.
so good with Kaidel. Jeez.
I guess I'll play a land for turn. I could tap this for
You've drawn 4
5
this
right
turn?
now.
5? Oh, you've drawn 5 this turn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So I could do 5. I'm just gonna do this. No, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this and hope it just... Yep. Pay 3 and 2 blue. Archmage of Runes. Look, it's a creature. You get a trigger.
What does
It's
that
a
one
new
do?
card from Foundations. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. I mean, when in Rome, I'm going to spend 2 mana and
He's
2
still not
life.
done.
Powerless.
Dip. I'm going to cast Tezzeret's Gambit for a Phyrexian mana and 1 card reduced. So I draw 1 card and then I draw 2
first
cards.
I draw a
and
card.
proliferate. Sure.
First, I draw a card. All right, proceed.
Okay. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3. 1,
Oh.
2, 3. Oh, it also triggers Archmage and I'll draw 4. Don't mind me. I don't have a maximum
Wow.
hand size anyways. Okay, up
That
to
is not
13 cards
bad.
drawn. All right. Not scary at all. Pass. I didn't flip my
How-
Jingle
how-
Taxes. Look.
How big are your blockers or whatever over there? How big are they?
Yeah,
3,
we gotta
6,
start
and 5,
attacking.
5.
3, 6. What is this thing? This is 7. This is
Big.
8, 8.
It also flies, so it doesn't really matter. The only thing
yeah,
that can
but-
block it is Seth's Zinnia, which I don't even think would happen.
Haha.
I need to punish that ancient tube. Seth's getting away with an ancient tube over there, but the other guy.
I haven't even used it.
But he's
I don't
going.
even have
He's going
agency,
for
but
the
I-
"I'm actually not the threat" strat, which is
I mean, he
working
actually
out
is
very
not the
well.
threat.
Yeah, as long as he can
Wait,
capitalize on it.
Okay, just he also all the scariest things I did, he's
Yeah.
gonna do too if he built his deck correct. I mean, it's a Simic deck. He just did the
Yes.
rampant first,
Yes.
so
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna
So
do the
currently,
same thing.
you
I
are
did.
ahead on mana and engines. So Tomer was ahead. You slingshot ahead with the machine
On
god's
mana.
RPG, but you're also gonna bounce my board. This is the problem.
It's
They're
Sure.
they're both pretty far ahead, and I don't know who I'm more scared of. Probably Phil, just because he's had one more turn. Like once Tomer takes his next turn, he might.
But Tomer's
jump back
deck is
ahead of
also
Phil.
built around the fact that he has that commander.
But Richard also is going to like draw
One,
a
two,
lot
three.
of cards too. I
Well,
believe
yeah,
in
I'm also
Richard.
scary, but I'm not gonna attack myself.
I'm hoping.
Here, we'll see how Seth feels about Richard after this turn.
Oh God.
Is Richard going to become the scary one?
I'm going to use Weathered Wayfarer as step 1, right? Someone has more lands than me. Still 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 5. Yes. Okay.
2, 4, 6.
We're gonna get the almighty important card this week. Reliquary Tower.
Oh yeah.
I need one
Yeah,
of
that's
those.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Triple black and a plains. Don't mind me, boys. Stildred. The apocalypse.
Oh my.
Whenever you draw a card,
Oh.
you gain 2 life. When an
Hey.
opponent draws a
God.
card, they
I
lose
am
2 life.
dead to
Richard,
this.
you know
I
you're
don't
supposed
think
to
I
kill
have
us by
anything here.
drawing,
I've
drawing
never
cards,
been
right?
happier to
Not
have a shoulder on the
murdering us.
battlefield.
I'm a life gain deck. I need to gain life, and you guys need to
Uh-huh.
remove this board before you guys continue your shenanigans.
I'm just saying, if
Uh,
we all die and you don't draw 100 cards, it's considered a draw. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
no.
Don't worry. I will draw my cards. You see this Elenda? Elenda's getting big. So Soul Warden
Yeah.
triggers. I go to 45. We're gonna go to combat.
Mhm.
Wait. I've got it.
Wait,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
result.
sure.
Are you fogging? What's going on? Can I go to combat?
No. That's fine. Somebody do something about that shield, though. I'm mono blue. I can only copy it.
I think I
got
need the
nothing.
Shieldred at the moment. I'm drawing the
Phil,
least
here,
cards.
here comes a 9 burger at your face.
Yep. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And
8,
now,
9.
for the glory, that is Shadowheart. We activate Shadowheart. Shadowheart says, sacrifice another creature. Draw X cards. I'm going to sack Elenda. Is that fine?
So-
Any responses? A stifle?
Sure. No, you're
Okay.
good.
So
Sack
9.
away.
So 9 vampires come into play.
Mhm.
So I will draw. Okay, first I will draw 9.
Draw nine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I gain 18 life from Shieldred. So I
Mhm.
go to 68.
Can the rest of the table
We're
agree
gonna
that
try to
Richard's
get
the
to 1,000
problem now?
life as well.
Oh, yeah. Richard has to die.
Can we
before anything.
agree?
But how? I can't
Yeah.
kill. Like, my deck cannot kill anybody.
Do we not have
I'm pretty
interaction?
cool. I'm pretty cool with Richard at the moment. Actually, the Shieldred I think
But how
is
are you
helping
gonna-
me as much as it's helping him.
Oh, boy.
So I'm at 63, and then I'm going to gain 9 creatures. So 9 life for
40.
Soul Warden. So 72.
40. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
Okay,
right.
now I have successfully resolved this. I will look at my hand and decide what to do. This all
Yeah.
looks pretty good.
It's not affecting you yet, Seth, but if you untaps with this is
Oh yeah, no, you don't
really bad.
want me to untap.
yeah.
I hope
I
you
don't
don't
like
have
you to
answers
untap
and
with
you need
Mesa
to
and
be-
Kaido either, though, or
Oh,
Jin
come
Gataxius
on.
and Archmage.
I agree. Oh, these
I play
cards are
Reliquary
scary,
Tower.
but Richard has already established that he is the threat. Like,
Go ahead.
I'd be afraid of what I can do, but Richard is literally doing.
Children trigger.
I'm gonna lose 2 life.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, Tomer, would you like to draw 15 cards this turn?
no.
I mean, Seth is the only one. Seth can fare well, which is why he's not afraid. But you blue players over there are stuck to a cyclist or bust, right?
I definitely agree the Shieldred's got to go eventually, but I think as far as I'm concerned, I think a turn or two with Shieldred might be what I need at this point because I'm feeling like the only
I
one that's
might
not
just-
doing anything.
Die on purpose. I'm just gonna see what happens. I think. I don't. It's
He's gonna try to draw his deck to find an answer.
Draw through it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Children is a trigger. So if you can draw 100 cards in one go, you will win before Children kills you. Or, get to
Or
100
technically
cards, that is.
87 cards at this point, Phil, because you've already drawn 13.
Phil's thinking. He's scaring me. He's like, can I do it? Is it doable?
Is it possible? Can we win? So I only have 1 land in hand, but I'm hoping that I draw more of them. So this is a very ambitious burgeoning. Whenever an opponent plays a land, you may choose a land card from your hand and put it into play.
I'm sure you'll draw some lands eventually.
I'd like to, but I think I'm gonna die very soon. This is a problem. Yeah, and this all's not a May, so death comes swift. So I've drawn 1 card. I'm gonna use Kaidal to tap for 1 mana.
So fair.
This is cool. This has 2. This is layers of synergy over here. Cast Retreat to Coral Helm. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, choose 1. You may tap or untap target creature, or you can scry 1. So it works well with
Pretty
both my
scary with
commanders.
Kaidal, yeah.
Wow. That's crazy with Kaidal, right?
And then look at this combo. I'm going to choose to untap target creature. Boom, when it enters the battlefield. I think that's it. That's all I can do.
That's all?
Yeah.
All right.
Because he can't draw
well,
cards. He's scared.
I can't draw cards.
I mean, you can draw cards. It just hurts a little bit. I will untap and draw.
Would you like to lose 2 life from the
3. Oh, yeah, I lose 2
You
from
feel
Shieldred.
good.
Hooray. Down to 37. All right, I'm going to pay 1, 2, and 3 manas. I'm going to play a Baron Telerian Archmage. So when it enters, I can return up to 1 other creature planeswalker to its owner's hand. And then if I, at the beginning of my end step, if something was bounced to my hand, I get to draw a card.
Soul Warden triggers. I go to 73.
I'm going to bounce your commander, Richard.
Okay.
Oh.
Not Shadowheart.
I'm not bouncing the Shieldred yet. I can't bounce the Shieldred yet.
Shadowheart.
And then go ahead, I guess.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try not to kill myself too
Is
bad.
Phil gonna try to power through this? I mean, he just needs to draw enough to get a rapid hybridization or something, right? And then he finishes it. Right?
Surely I
Does-
played it.
does-
Right? Surely.
The funny thing is
Let's
he
build
might
the
kill
interaction
Tomer
as that.
along the way.
Oh,
I definitely went
as a
over
haul.
storms.
So Tomer might accidentally die to Phil
Ooh.
casting spells.
So first of all, I lose 2.
And then I
shield
can
it,
bounce
and
the
then 1, 2,
shield
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Can you bounce the Shieldred?
I'm going to ding myself for 2. So if I accidentally draw 10 cards here, that's the hero's way
How do you
out, right?
accidentally draw 10
Accidentally.
cards?
What is this? Red?
Oh, you can see I'm just gonna do it, right? I'm gonna pay 8 and play Aminatus Augury. Just see if I'm bad. I don't
Alright.
want
Oh wait, are they all
I
cast?
can't.
So Tomer's gonna
If we
draw a
come here
bunch
to
of
draw cards and
from
drawing
this,
cards
So
okay?
together,
I'm
then I
gonna
kill
draw.
myself.
I'm gonna draw a card and lose 2 life. So I'm gonna go to 26.
Sure, I'm
You
gonna
can
draw
also
2 cards
phase
and
out
lose 4
Nezahal
life.
or whatever.
I
right?
can.
You
I
Yeah,
can.
that is
if it
true.
gets if it gets
Yeah.
too taste saucy, I can get rid of Nazal.
Yeah, you're good, Phil, as far as I'm
Okay.
concerned.
So
me
I drew
too.
2 cards for this, and then exile the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them on the battlefield. Until end of turn, you may cast each non-land type. Of each type, I can cast 1 for free. So let's hope the land I reveal here is Talon Gates, and then I can phase out Shieldred and do fun things.
Oh,
It's not gonna happen,
clever.
right? It's a very
Sneaky,
good
sneaky.
Oh,
chance.
Tuara does.
This would just
Oh,
kill
but can
me.
you do it off if your hand?
Oh my
yeah,
god,
can you
I'm just
windfall?
whatever. I'm just gonna kill myself.
Oh my
I go down in
Oh my
flames. Who
God.
cares?
Can you Odawara
Uh,
from exile, or does it have to be from
1,
hand?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Adawara has to be from hand, I
8.
believe.
Yeah,
play.
I think I'm just gonna
Ooh.
die here, right? So I could
You gotta play all of them for
Deluge,
value.
Aminatus Augury, and do this 3 more times. Which I have to do it.
No,
What am I
that
Are you
will
gonna
work,
play a
right? Because
land?
you'll eventually find a talent gates, right? If you triple,
Sure,
win,
this will
right?
draw 2.
Are you playing a land?
You win. Yeah, but I
No.
die. I have
No.
4
You
spells
triple
left. to
Aminato
cast.
Auguries, and then you get rid of Children, and then surely within
Phil just
those
doesn't have
like,
as many
Okay.
spells
24
left.
free spells, you win, right?
I'm going to put a land on the battlefield.
Ooh, I drew a land, so I will trigger burgeoning and do something. I'll play a
Mhm.
flooded grove.
Well, so next sorcery goes on this day. Yeah, I would just die. Do I just
Oh,
kill
you would
myself?
literally
I'm saying,
die.
Oh,
on
because
this
it
day?
triggers Jin Gataxia's 4
Yeah,
times.
I think I
and
just
then
the
you
one that
Each
each
live in a
have-
copy is
world
a
with no
cast,
card draw.
yeah.
I mean,
You could always
Yeah,
just
I really don't
windfall.
wanna
That would
play
probably kill
against-
everybody except
Oh.
for Richard.
you think so? I would. Yeah, I'd probably do this then. So I'm just gonna windfall and see if everybody dies and Richard Garcia got his win. That's fine with me.
I didn't
So
even.
that's-
I was gonna draw so many
I-
cards.
Who cares? Who cares? We want to play with dirty
Counter
here.
it.
What is
I
it?
don't-
We can't
What
let
is
it
the
end with
highest-
this
Okay.
weird. I have 15 cards in hand.
So with Nezahal trigger on the stack, I guess I'll do this.
Oh, I guess my draw
Someone
result.
killing
You'll
children
live for
to save
now,
the day.
Phil. You'll live for now. Let's lose 2 more life. Let's float a colorless.
No fear.
What is
No
going on?
fear.
This
I
is
mean,
so
I
much
just-
for interaction. No, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what
I'm
Tomer's
gonna
doing.
float a colorless, and I'm gonna cast Sink into Stupor, targeting Shieldred. Return target spell non-land permanent, and opponent controls to its owner's hand.
Okay, I'm just gonna draw my 2 cards.
Oh.
Okay, you can draw your 2
Oh,
cards.
Tomer has unlimited X here too, because Kaidel. Oh boy.
Okay, so the Slink into Stupor on Shieldred can resolve, but before the Windfall resolves, I
Okay,
want to
so this-
respond.
I draw my 1 card.
All right, I'm gonna tap the Ancient Tomb. And since we're in a MDFC kind of mood, I am going to cast Slink into Stupor. I am going to target Tomer's Kaidel. Because I think if you untap with 30 cards
Trigger-
and you're the next person to go, you're just going to win.
Trigger Nezahal. I'm going to
Sure.
draw a card. Tap it for 3, float 3, and then put it back to my hand.
Okay, that's fine then. As far as I'm concerned, we can windfall.
So the cool part about the windfall is that the shieldred is gone, and I will just do.
Yes.
I don't want to play against this, so it's gonna happen next turn. As soon as this shieldred is there, I'm gonna use it to kill myself.
No, Shieldred's getting
So-
wheeled.
Shieldred's getting wheeled away.
Yeah, I'm just
Who's getting
thinking
wheeled
about
away?
copying my win. Okay, so each player discards their hand, then draws cards equal to the greatest number. So I'm going to discard this. Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
everyone
Okay,
draws
okay,
16.
so I'm gonna play a land for turn, and
Oh,
a
that
Lotus Petal.
triggers. I will play a land as well, Burgeoning, because you wheeled me into it. Snow-covered island. Oh, Lotus Petal triggers Nezahal. I'll draw a card.
So, burgeoning question, does that trigger off of Augury or no? Because it says whenever an opponent plays a land. So I don't know the wording on Augury. So I think you might only be able to burgeoning once this turn, Tomer, because I don't think the Augury land
Oh.
actually triggers burgeoning.
Oh,
That is
it's not
true,
played.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll just
yeah.
we'll ignore the second one then, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Let's just do this. Play a Thought Vessel, and then draws the cards for Nezahal. And then I pass.
You play a Thought Vessel. Yeah, I'll draw a card.
Yeah, draw a hat. Then I pass. Didn't expect to be alive here.
I don't have my Shieldred. How do I get it back? I need Takanuma, which I don't have.
Yeah, the Shieldred going away was very crucial.
I think the Shieldred going away just means you and Phil win this turn cycle.
Yeah.
though. So I don't
I
know
feel
that
like we
actually
should
that
have stopped
good
the
for me.
wheel if the Shieldred's not gonna.
Did Richard discard any like Teferi's protection, clever concealment stuff?
One ring. No.
Okay, well, damn. Kind of means they're still in there.
There's nothing to protect. This board is useless. This is the Shadow Heart and the Shieldred were the good things.
My
right?
soul
This is-
warden.
So we are going to play
A land?
Oh my god. We somehow like have like exactly one land in hand.
Wow. What are the odds?
I'm gonna play Strip Mine, Tomer.
Trigger Burgeoning. I will play a snow-covered island. Trigger Retreat to Coral Helm. I will tap. Ooh, I could tap something. No, I'll just scry whenever.
Wait. Yeah,
Bottom.
there's a scry on top of that. Okay. Tomer, 9 at you.
I'll block 1 and I'll take 8.
Okay, so I gain 9. So
Yeah.
I go to 82.
I got a 16.
Richard's gonna do the 1,000 life before he draws on.
Okay, so I'm gonna play a Thought Vessel.
Okay, that'll trigger Nezahal. I'll draw a card.
Yeah.
Oh,
Into Solemn. Yeah, okay, we play
Ooh.
Solemn. Oh, wait, do I even have... Might be out of basics. Wait, no, it should be good, it should be good, it should be good. It should be good.
Come on, no basic, no basic.
no basics one time.
Pass the turn.
End step. Is there
I'm gonna tap
anything I
with
can
this,
do?
actually.
We'll draw a card. Ooh. Oh, that's a good draw.
So Phil still has the Machine God Effigy thing. So he flips Jin Cataxius, makes 1,000,000 mana, and wins.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now.
5.
I just think to
And
be
we know he has
position here,
counter
but it looks
magic.
pretty good.
We know he has counter
Ah,
magic because he
look at-
declared he
whoa.
was going to counter his own wheel.
Yeah, with this foil, it's already it's. Oh gosh,
Oh, but
Oh,
then
yeah, that's
we
true.
did wheel after, but he probably still has.
Look
He
at
probably has
it.
more.
He still has counter magic.
I will play an Exploration, the best friend of Burgeoning. You may play an additional land each turn.
How many lands do you still have in hand, Tomer?
Not that many, but I have Santuario Místico. This is Mystic Sanctuary. I butchered. I'm sorry for anybody who. Yeah, so when it enters the battlefield, if I threw more other islands, it enters the battlefield untapped. If it enters the battlefield on top, I could take an instant or sorcery card from my graveyard and put it on top of my library. Oh, I'm going to trigger retreat first. I'll scry. Yeah. Bottom. All right. Then when it enters the battlefield, I can put something, an instant or sorcery card from my graveyard on top of my library. It's just going to be a sink into stupor. I think interaction is good here.
I mean, Nezahal's immortal now, right? Because Silver has like 1,000,000 cards in hand. And then,
Yeah,
oh,
that's never
boy.
going away.
Oh, you don't have unlimited cards. You're gonna discard. Oh,
Yeah.
rookie.
1, 2, 3,
Where's your
4,
decanter?
5, 6.
Where's your decanter?
There's just like a bunch of 1/1s coming at me. I gotta do something. ECR Wardwing Familiar. It's a 1/3 flyer. It's a bird, so it's the Richard special. Spells you control to cast the target one or more commanders you control cost 3 more to cast. All right.
Soul Warden triggers.
Kiora's Follower. Tap or untap target permanent.
Wow, you're really all in on tapping Kaidel, aren't you?
I mean, he's gotta have some nasty X spells in there.
No, but I'm also doing scry stuff. I'm not just all in. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Wait,
Oh, I mean, I
what's
didn't
the
mean that
scry
in a negative
synergy?
way.
The other commander?
I mean,
Yeah.
the other
get
commander
this.
draws instead
Turn
of
scry
scries,
into
so-
draw.
Oh, that's so good.
1, 2, lose 2 more life. I'm gonna play Eligeth. Crossroads Augur. It's my other commander. It's a 5/6 flyer. If you would scry a number of cards, draw that many cards instead. And that's it. That's it for me. So I'm going to discard down to hand size. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna keep.
Maximum hand
You-
size.
I feel you should like lose points for discarding a hand size this week.
Yeah,
I'm
seems,
sorry. I apologize.
It's so
apologize,
offensive.
everyone.
Ugh, what are you doing? All right, Seth. Get rid of the Machine God's effigy thing.
No.
Yeah,
No.
That is the source of loss right there. If he does fair things, it's reasonable.
Oh, so do we think Phil has a counter? Do we think Tomer has a counter?
Phil definitely, I'm pretty sure Phil has a counter. Tomer, I don't know. Maybe. He kept 1 mana.
So I'm gonna discard Seagate Restoration, Azusa Reason to Believe, Fairy Seer, Merit Lodge's Slumber, Bridgeworks Battle, and Narset Parter Avails.
I would
I will.
kill you so hard for this now.
Oh, there's a Narset in there.
That's why
That
there's
is
a
true.
I discarded it. I
After-
discarded it. Leave
after-
me alone.
I have something cool I want to try to do, but I just don't think it's going to work. But I could try to stop Phil from doing things. Phil, are you going to counter my stuff if I try to cast? What if I don't mess with you, Phil? Are you going to let me resolve things? How are you
That's
feeling
gonna
about
win the
that?
game. Phil, you want to let me win the game, right?
If you don't win, you can draw cards. I'm here too. Everybody draws cards as long as you don't stop me.
You know, if he draws like 20 cards, he's gonna draw into the counter spell to stop whatever you're doing, right?
I mean, I'm tapping.
I mean, I'm not
I'm
gonna counter a.
I mean,
a draw
okay,
spell
so
if I have a counter.
I got the chance to try to do what my deck was trying to do, so I'm just going to do it. If it doesn't work, whatever. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cast a Teferi's Ageless Insight. So it just says, if you would draw a card, except for the first one you draw on each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. So I'm going to play that. Does that
I'm going to get
resolve?
that first.
Sure.
Sync of Super goes
Yep.
into my hand.
And I take 2 from Ancient Tomb, and then I am going to play Twara as my land for the turn. Trigger Tomer's Burgeoning.
Trigger. I will play Flooded Strand from hand. Trigger Retreat to Coral Helm. I'm going to
becomes a draw though.
I'm going to just
Ooh.
scry one.
Oh, gets to draw a card.
What? You
draw.
You actually get to draw it, I think, right? You got Egith out?
Is it a May?
Oh,
the-
oh yeah. Elegant says, if you would scry a number of cards, draw that many cards instead. Yes.
Yeah.
Draw it.
I
That's
just
the
got
point of the
scry
day.
draws, my friends. I forgot about it.
I'm going to tap 3 mana, and I am going to cast a super old card that I'm sure no one knows called Whirlpool Warrior. So Whirlpool Warrior, 3 mana 2/2. When it comes into play, shuffle the cards from your hand into your library and then draw that many cards. And then you can sack it for red mana, and it says each player shuffles the cards from their hand into their library and draws that many cards.
Wait, how many cards are in your hand, Seth?
14.
So you're gonna draw 24 cards, 28 cards?
28, yeah.
So do you ever counter something, Thomas, just before we pass through the priorities?
It's on you, Phil. Yeah, you want to do something?
Yeah, let's. Okay, so I'm going to pay 1 life and remove a blue spell from my hand.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a force of
Trigger
will.
Nezahal. I will draw
I
a
tried.
card.
Yeah, so this will trigger my Archmage and my Jinga Texas, and the card I'm exiling is another Archmage. I'm gonna draw 2.
All right. I will
this gets
attack
out,
Phil
yeah.
for 1. And
Wait,
then
one?
you can go.
Your commander's that small?
That was it.
Yeah, it's a 1/3.
Aw.
Okay, I take commander damage. 1. All right.
And your go, Phil.
All right.
I will discard a few to hand size.
Oh, you don't have the reliquary either. Come on, we're stuck
Nope.
like that together.
Okay, I'm gonna draw for turn. Up to 37 cards drawn. Yeah, I'll just try to win here. 1, 2.
Would you like to play a land?
I mean, if you play a land, then Sink into Stupor turns online, right?
Yes.
I'm going to pay 4 mana.
Yes.
2 and 2 life. Yeah. To activate Jinga Taxius. It would be exiled and returned to the battlefield, transformed under my control, and the transformation says draw cards equal to the number of cards you've drawn. You have in hand. No maximum hand size. Even though
So
that
it
was
exiles,
already-
comes back as a saga, and then saga trigger step 1? Is that
Yeah.
what's and
Yeah.
it doesn't have ward as a saga, but it's
No.
going to happen anyway.
No,
'cause
but
the
he's gonna
trigger
double his
happens.
It happens ETB. Yeah.
Sadly, the Ward 2 is very relevant for me as well.
It is a great synthesis, and it says draw cards equal to the number.
I'm going to flash in Alms Collector.
Oh!
If an opponent would draw 2 or more cards, instead you and that player each draw a card, Phil.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a boom!
I mean, he's going to counter it, right?
Yeah, I mean, Phil's going to win here.
Oh.
So when this arms collector hits the board,
So it hits the board. So
Yeah,
trigger.
it hits the board, so you get a
So,
Soul
Soul
Warden
Warden.
trigger as well. And then I guess in response to the Soul Warden trigger, I try to Cyclonic Rift it back.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Draw trigger from Nezahal. Bing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this Archmage draws a card.
Yeah, Psych Rift.
Okay, Psych Rift burns the Arms
It
Collector.
happens. Yeah, resolves.
Okay,
Tomer.
okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't help you. I wish I could.
Not
Oh, it's
overloaded.
not
It's
overloaded.
just-
It was not overloaded.
Just I try to try to end it now. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and draw 14 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
This is all Tomer's fault, really.
It's my fault. I was waiting for Phil
Because
to
you
play
had
a
your
lane.
broken commander that he copied, right?
Oh,
You just did your deck, but better.
So I'm up to 16 cards drawn.
Let it be known that Seth bounced my broken commander, not Phil's copied broken commander. Okay, so this is actually Seth's
That's true,
fault.
because you were next in turn order.
Yes.
You were the next person to go.
So this is actually Seth's fault.
Okay, I'm up to 52 cards drawn. So I think I'm gonna do this and add 16 colorless.
Yeah.
And then just try to cast some stuff and see what you guys think about this.
Okay.
Here's a Throne of Eldraine.
Oh, so he can filter it into blue mana. Okay.
Yes, I choose
Nezahal
blue.
trigger.
Okay, let's start using the dice regularly again.
This triggers Nezahal. Whoop. Draw a
Sure.
card.
Can Tomer somehow
Remember
win
to
despite
add
Nezahal as Phil tries?
I mean, Tomer's in second, and all he really cast was a Nezahal.
Oh, yeah, that is.
He hasn't actually cast a card draw
Nezahal is a
spell.
pretty
in
good
quite a
card.
while.
Okay, I'm going to tap this for 4 blue. 4 blue and 8 colorless. I think there's only
4
one
blue
card
and
with
8
this
colorless.
color.
Are we
color
about to
requirement.
enter the infinite?
I'm going to enter the infinite. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your library. Then put
Trigger.
a card from your...
Trigger Nezahal. Trigger Nezahal.
Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your library. Then put a card from your hand on top of your library. You have no maximum hand size. I'm going to draw 4.
Wait, no. There's a response.
He has triggers.
Oh,
Okay.
He has triggers.
before
Are
that.
you stifling?
I mean, I'm
the
going to
art?
draw
that.
for the Archmage.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
In
before
response,
Archmage.
I'm going to crack the flooded strand. All right, I'm going to lose a life. Probably an island, if there are any left in this deck. Oh, God. If there's no islands left in this deck, I'm going to be so sad. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, you gotta have an island. Don't you always play like
I paid
40
1 mana
6?
too much.
Okay, there
it
you
was
go.
cost reduced. I got 4 colors.
I have responses. I will have a retreat trigger. I will scry 1. Just kidding. Elegith will say draw a card. Cast. Narset's Reversal. Copy target instant or sorcery spell, then return it to its owner's hand. You may choose new targets for the copy.
So either Tomer wins here, or Phil counters it and he wins.
I would Fierce Guardianship that.
Okay. Trigger
makes sense.
Nezahal.
Wait,
I
do
do
you have a
control
commander out?
Yeah. This
Oh, yeah, it
still
is.
counts as my commander.
Oh, Saga commander.
Trigger
Target
Nezahal.
commander for the
draw a
win.
card. We're going to exile 2 cards. Boop. Sigiled Starfish and Barracuda to cast Commandeer. I'm going to take
Mhm.
control of your Enter the Infinite, please. Blue player, don't have any more responses. Yeah, he's happy. He's happy for the mana. He's happy for the mana.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he even gets 7 mana on his
Mana
second
drain?
base.
It doesn't matter. Okay, trigger Nezahal. Draw a
Mhm.
card. Come on, misdirection 1 time.
Fierce guardianship.
No. All right, that you got it. Okay, so these cards are exiled.
Okay, so these draw 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I mean, he
3.
should be able to win here, right? Because he just needs to draw like
And
a handful
then-
of spells,
Yeah.
and he gets mana.
I mean,
drain
he's the-
mana too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
I'm
no way.
pretty
he doesn't
sure I
win
should
here.
be able to win here. So
'Cause he has his
this
whole
doesn't
deck
even
in his
get exiled.
hand. Like he's
Whatever.
got to have more cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 33. So what do I have to do? I have to draw 12 cards. I have 4 colorless and 3. So if I just
You
do
get 7 more on your second main.
Sunken Palace,
Burgeoning
you
trigger.
wanna?
I'm going to play a Polluted Delta. I'm going to scry 1, aka draw. And then I'm going to crack the
Oh, it
Polluted
enters
Delta.
tap. Oh my god, am I?
Actually, wait, no, I'm going to wait.
But I mean, Phil can just double cast this. Oh, Sunken Palace enters tapped.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
maybe that's the wrong land to play.
whatever. It's the wrong land. I have so much free. Fight me. I'm just gonna. Are you doing stuff, Toma? I'm just gonna 1,
No, I'm waiting until
2,
I have priority.
3
again.
blue, and 3 colorless. So you get restoration. Let's see.
Crack. I'm gonna crack the polluted delta
Oh yeah,
in response to the Nezahal trigger. Crack polluted delta, lose a life.
Is Phil not gonna
right.
win?
It's reduced by 1.
Oh no, Phil probably has a free counter spell though. Tomer actually drew another interaction piece.
No, but I'm gonna
I
see
think
2
it's a
more
bluff.
cards. Scry 1, so I'll draw, and then Nezahal, I'll draw. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what you got for this one. Swan song off the top.
Pact of Negate.
Trigger Nezahal.
Trigger Nezahal.
Trigger Nezahal. Can Tomer draw a Pact of Negation?
Ah!
No.
I draw cards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so
And,
that's
uh,
this.
So
result.
I believe that
that's
does it, right?
So you
So I
have
draw
more than
cards
12
equal
cards in
to-
hand, right, Phil?
All right, so that brings us to the end of our Commander Clash today. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back next week with another one. So until then, have a great week, and this is a crew signing out.